Gumshoe Goose, Private Eye, by Mary D. Ball Kiewitz. Pictures by Lisa Campbell Ernst. Private Eye at Work. Gumshoe Goose, the ace detective, was sitting in his office. He was polishing his spyglass. "Business is slow today," he said. "I'll telephone my father, Inspector Goose at the jail. Maybe he could use some help." "Hello, Father," said Gumshoe. "This is your son, G. Goose, the ace detective." "Who?" asked Inspector Goose. "Your son, Gumshoe," said Gumshoe Goose. "Stop playing detective, Gumshoe," said his father. "Get yourself a real job." "This is my real job," said Gumshoe Goose. "But I'm not busy today. Can I help you solve a crime?" "No," said Inspector Goose. "But watch out for Fat Fox, public enemy number 1. There's always trouble when he comes to town." Gumshoe looked out the window. Fat Fox was nowhere in sight. "Looking for public enemy number 1 makes my eyes tired," he said. Gumshoe yawned. Then he leaned back in his chair. He put his feet up on the desk and closed his eyes. Snored Gumshoe Goose. Public enemy number 1. Fat Fox was hungry. "Granny," he said, "where's my breakfast?" "I can't see," said Granny Fox. "I've lost my glasses. I can't cook until I find them." "They're on your forehead," said Fat Fox. "Oh, dearie me!" cried Granny. She pulled down her glasses and set about making breakfast. Fat Fox ate everything on his plate. "That tasted great," he said. "What was it, Granny?" "Fried worms on toast," said Granny Fox. "Yuck!" muttered Fat Fox. "What's for lunch?" he asked. "Snake stew with lizard dumplings," said Granny. "Double yuck!" growled Fat Fox. "What we need around here is some decent grub," he said. "I'm going to town to get something good for our dinner." "While you're gone, I think I will take a nap," said Granny. Fat Fox smiled his foxy smile. When Granny fell asleep, Fat Fox took off her glasses and put them on. Then he put on her shawl and took her shopping basket. Fat Fox sang a cheery tune as he started off to town. "Chicken for breakfast, chicken for lunch, chicken any time is great to munch," he sang. Suddenly he saw Mrs. Hen coming down the road. Fat Fox jumped behind a bush. Mrs. Hen went into the bakery. Fat Fox listened at the door. "I would like to buy a chocolate birthday cake," said Mrs. Hen. "It is for a baby chick. He's 1 month old today." Fat Fox's mouth began to water. "Chicken and dumplings, chicken and rice, little baby chick will taste very nice," he whispered. Inspector Goose came out of the jail. "Good morning, Granny Fox," he said. "Where is Fat Fox today?" "Sleeping late," said Fat Fox in his old granny voice. Then he hurried down the road. Fat Fox peeked into Gumshoe Goose's window. Gumshoe was taking a nap. "This is my lucky day," cried Fat Fox. "Fried chicken, chicken in the pot, stewed baby chick, chick, get it while it's hot," he sang. Then he ran down the road and knocked on the henhouse door. "Go away!" yelled baby Chick Chick. "I'm not allowed to open the door to strangers." "It's Granny Fox," said Fat Fox in his old granny voice. "I have a birthday surprise for you." Baby Chick Chick opened the door and Fat Fox stepped inside. "Where is my birthday surprise?" asked Baby Chick Chick. "Surprise!" yelled Fat Fox. He popped Baby Chick Chick into the basket and closed the lid. Fat Fox started to make his getaway. Suddenly, he thought of the cake. "What a waste!" said Fat Fox. He loved chocolate cake, almost as much as chicken. Fat Fox smiled his foxy smile. "Maybe I can have the cake and the baby Chick Chick too," he said. Fat Fox sat down at the table and took off Granny's glasses. He wrote a note to Mrs. Hen. Just then, Fat Fox heard Mrs. Hen coming up the walk. He grabbed the shopping basket and jumped out the window. He ran across a field and into the woods to Granny's house. Calling Gumshoe Goose. "Wake up, Gumshoe Goose!" yelled Mrs. Hen. "Who's sleeping?" said Gumshoe. "I was just resting my eyes." "Baby Chick Chick has been kidnapped," cried Mrs. Hen. "What shall I do, Gumshoe Goose?" Gumshoe Goose stood up and bowed. He was not only an ace detective, he was a goose with good manners. "What happened?" he asked. "Well," said Mrs. Hen, crying, I left Baby Chick Chick at home when I went shopping. Then to the bakery to buy a chocolate cake." "Please," said Gumshoe, "just give me the facts." "These are the facts," she said. "When I came home with the cake, Baby Chick Chick was gone. I found this note on my table." Said Gumshoe Goose. "Very interesting. G. Goose will take the case." Gumshoe telephoned the jail. "Father," he said, "I'm working on a kidnapping case." "Gumshoe," said Inspector Goose, "that is police work." "Right, Father," said Gumshoe. "Meet me at the hen house." The Case of the Hungry Kidnapper. "Is this the scene of the crime?" asked Inspector Goose at the hen house. "Yes," said Gumshoe Goose. "I'm calling this the case of the hungry kidnapper." "What does food have to do with this case?" asked the inspector. Gumshoe handed him the note. "Mrs. Hen, leave the chocolate cake under the old oak tree tonight, or else Baby Chick Chick will be in a chicken sandwich tomorrow." "Don't worry, Mrs. Hen," said Inspector Goose. "I will catch the kidnapper." He ran back to the jail to get his handcuffs. Gumshoe Goose wrote in his black book, Clue number 1, open window. Clue number 2, chocolate cake. Inspector Goose came back with the handcuffs. "Where is Gumshoe?" he asked. "Under the table," said Mrs. Hen. "Son," yelled Inspector Goose, "why are you under the table?" "I'm looking for clue number 3, said Gumshoe. "Stop looking for clues," said Inspector Goose. I have cracked this case. Granny Fox is the kidnapper. I saw her come into town. Follow me, he cried. Gumshoe and Mrs. Hen followed the inspector to Granny Fox's house. They burst through the door. Granny was asleep in her rocker. Baby Chick was on the stove. Fat Fox was adding salt and pepper. Achoo! Sneezed Baby Chick. My baby! Cried Mrs. Hen. Wake up, Granny! You are under arrest! Yelled Inspector Goose. Wait, Father, said Gumshoe. You have the wrong fox. Don't argue, said his father. I watched the road all day. Only Granny came into town. Wrong, Father, said Gumshoe. It only looked like Granny. You saw Fat Fox disguised as Granny. Prove it, said Fat Fox. Very simple, said Gumshoe. He took clue number 3 out of his pocket. I found these glasses in the hen house, he said. They're Granny Fox's, and Granny can't see without them, so she wouldn't have left them at the scene of the crime. You made one mistake, Fat Fox. You dropped Granny's glasses when you made your getaway. Curses, growled Fat Fox. Good work, Gumshoe, said Inspector Goose. I have caught the kidnapper. Next time I need help, I will call on you. The inspector locked up Fat Fox. What's for dinner? Asked Fat Fox. Bread and water, said Inspector Goose. Double curses, growled Fat Fox. Gumshoe Goose went to his office. He opened up his black book to the case of the hungry kidnapper. Then he wrote, Case closed. Catching kidnappers is hard work, he said. I think I will rest my eyes. Snored Gumshoe Goose. The end.